Children's Day at the Tate Zoological Garden on the island of Formosa. And if you're an adult, you can't see the monkeys perform unless you're accompanied by a child. The animals sense that they have an audience that thoroughly appreciates their antics. They'd go through fire for the kids. On the teeter-totter board, the monkey seems to think he carries more weight than he does. On the other hand, here's a well-balanced act. On this very special day, the zoo denizens seem to be having a ball. Among the really hot acts is the performing bear. Like all kids, they would like to get right in the cage and dance with the bear. He's an old-timer who has retired to the zoo after trooping the country from end to end. An old-timer who still loves an audience.
Hello, everyone. I am trying to keep my undefeated streak in the RTSL alive with just 3 games left to play. Playing Matt Davies, who is 3-2, and with 5 games left to play, still in contention for the division, but will need to beat me here. And we don't have a great starting hand, but we do have Middle East scoring, which is always nice. Really nothing to give to Blockade. I hate holding Blockade in a situation like this, but I'd rather play it. Oh boy, that's annoying. I'd rather play it this turn to get potentially D-style out. But I only have 2 cards to give to it. Was it just low ops hand? Might even give up on Europe. Like, unless he goes all out on France here with Defcon at 5, I might realign him if he does that, but let's see what he does. Okay, just going to France and plays Marshall. Interesting.
Our policy is directed not against any country or doctrine, but against hunger, poverty, desperation, and chaos. Its purpose should be the revival of a working economy in the world, so as to permit the emergence of political and social conditions in which free institutions can exist.
Yeah, I think the better thing to do here,
I am convinced, must not be on a piecemeal basis as various crises develop. Any assistance that this government may render in the future should provide a cure rather than a mere.
We'll be able to drop this for -1.
Any government that is willing to assist in the task of recovery will find full cooperation, I am sure, on the part of the United States government. Any government which maneuvers to block the recovery of other countries cannot expect help from us.
Okay.
cuestión acerca de si la lucha armada es el único camino para la liberación, lo que puedo responder es que, por lo menos en las condiciones de nuestro país, no
Maybe should
había
have gone
otro
to
camino.
Malaysia there instead of putting the extra one in Afghanistan. He knows I don't have Asia. Oh boy. Alright, let's block the Europe and the one in Malaysia like we were talking about. Europe will blockade. And we'll do something with 3 ops. We'll get mill ops with blockade. I want to drop it to get into Pakistan and Thailand. Okay, that's good to see. That's not good to see. I'm not going to play 3 up now. Now I might actually be holding blockade. Because I want to get into Thailand too here. Also need mill ops. That was an unfortunate roll. Guess I could coup with blockade to get mill ops. Actually, look at the target now in Iran. Of course. I could also poke, well, no, if I poke Thailand, then Def Gun's going up and it's gonna coup it. Okay, well, that was something. Captured Nazi's pretty good here. There's a lot of good events, though. I could hit with defectors, but I think I'm gonna go capture Nazi. Try to hold you in here. If you cruise Panama, I think we have to go nuke test ban to take Algeria and or Angola and Iran. Don't have to rush on Lebanon. Okay, Romanian is actually a decent headline for him.
Ever
But
since
we
King
have
Michael of
scores, we
Romania
don't have
came
to
to
worry
the
about
throne
that
in
quite yet.
1927, he's been in the forefront of European news. He was then a boy of 6, having succeeded King Ferdinand after Carol had been exiled. 3 years later, Michael's father returned to Romania and was proclaimed king. His rule lasted for 10 years until in 1940 he abdicated in favor of his son. Michael was now 19 years old, and the next piece of dramatic news was his arrest of the pro-German Antonescu. We see him here
Don't
later,
think we'll have the luxury
attending
of
a Russian
spacing Arab
celebration in
Israeli
honor of
this
the
turn.
Soviet Army's 28th anniversary. And this
Kind
year
of the
he came to
ops.
London to attend Princess Elizabeth's wedding. His engagement to Princess Anne of Bourbon-Parma was announced only a short time before his abdication.
Yeah, that's rough. He's got the ups. Why would he take Taiwan? Formosan's already been played. That's weird. Alright, we're triggering this first. Man,
Russia had swallowed
he's
up
got
8
ups
European
to
countries
spare.
without firing another shot. Great Britain and the United States protested that these countries had been coerced by threat of force and that Russia had broken her treaty. But Russia ignored the protest. On April 4, 1949, the North Atlantic Treaty was signed between France, Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Norway, Denmark, Italy, Portugal, Iceland, Canada, and the United States. The pact was designed to keep within the letter and
That was the
spirit of
last
the
of the
United
4
Nations
ups.
Charter. The treaty members
Fidel,
realized that
Vietnam,
real
Korean,
peace is
decal
more
war,
than an
South de
absence of
Gaulle,
war,
and Suez out there,
and they
so
seek to
lots of
promote
red.
political and economic
Truman
stability
doesn't
in the
cover
North Atlantic area.
Indonesia.
To ensure this, they are sworn to stand together against aggression. An attack against one would be an
Asia.
attack against all.
Felt for influence. That was not worth it.
Our efforts are made in the belief that men and nations can cooperate, and that there are no international problems which men of goodwill cannot solve or adjust.
Give me Milops. Alright. That's a mistake.
This kind of thing is almost a daily occurrence in Egypt these days, a scene that typifies the national rejoicing over the so-called liberation. Colonel Nasser, Egyptian leader and hero of the moment, is mobbed as he tries to make his way through Port Said. The occasion? Well, that was simply to hoist the Egyptian flag over the former Navy house. Colonel Nasser had decided to do that in person.
He has Suez, Warsaw, Truman, and duck and cover. So we withdrew containment, Arab Israeli, Olympic, and Formosan. Yeah, this is a good containment hand. Yeah, Warsaw makes sense. That will get him down.
In May 1955, representatives from 7 Eastern European nations gathered in Warsaw, Poland, to sign a pact with their superpower neighbor, the Soviet Union. The year's main event would establish Soviet control of the region and challenge the alliance of capitalist nations in the
Europe,
West.
I'd probably just drop
The
it here.
United States and Western Europe
Oh,
had
the CIA.
previously signed the North Atlantic
I would
Treaty
also
Organization,
drop that.
or NATO. Now the Soviet Union and
Alright,
Western Europe was
so he withdrew defectors and Indo-Pac. I'm gonna come out of here. 6. Chile's actually a better coup. I'll go with Chile. Yeah, well, the roll of 2 doesn't really matter. Gosh darn it. Alright, we'll need to get that back. Alright. That's solid. We really want to reel in Chile. It doesn't have a 3 up like this, so we're going to do the reel ins now.
Le rassemblement du peuple français. Qui, dans le cadre des lois, va promouvoir et faire triompher l'immense effort du salut commun et la réforme profonde de l'État. Il est temps cet accord des actes et des volontés, la République française, de noyautage en noyautage sous une certaine dictature, soit de perdre dans l'anarchie jusqu'à l'indépendance du pays. Il est temps que se forme et que s'organise le rassemblement du peuple français. La République que nous avons fait sortir du tombeau où l'avait
Whew. Alright, it's always scary. Alright, now let's protect. Okay. I was considering taking that, but no, I will not. That sucks. Asia poke is worth a dime, so we will poke in Asia. Human voice and OAS and all sorts of goodies here. Some bad stuff too, but can deal with it. Okay, but missile envy alerts. I think I have to headline EBM. Don't necessarily want to, but I think we're going to. Actually, that's not the end of the world. That's awful. For Cuckoo. And a big one at that. Oh, God. Flipping Zaire. I hate this game.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely
Should
to
walk
the
to
earth.
Colombia there. Didn't have to rush on taking Korea back. He still has time for the walk.
Our goal is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom. Here in this hemisphere.
Fidel for influence again. Alright, well, now Colombia makes a little more sense. Oh, God. This is awful. And he gets outscoring. Why didn't he walk right away? I'm about to give voice. In the Middle East, he could have poked there. I don't even really have cards to give again. And I have OPEC and Portuguese. He has not played this game enough if he has not seen that before. I think we have to headline Africa here to prevent it from getting too bad. Because he's a coup away from control. That's his most likely target. I know I have nuke subs, but who knows if I'm going to get the chance to do it. 6 VPs. Doing it. Oh, nuke is not great either.
Y esa parece ser la situación también en muchos otros países de Asia.
God dang it! Oh, this is so bad. And he's got Asia scoring. Yep. 3 VPs. We will bury you. You two get some VP. Willie Brandt gets him a VP. Obviously, he's not doing Will bury you right now. Alright, well, let's get some realigns off to try to salvage things in Central. Oh, that's not going to do it. That will.
Когда мы, знаете, обгоним вас и скажем, господа капиталисты, до свидания, наш поезд сюда идет. Пожалуйста, за нами.
Esta disposición nueva de un continente de América está plasmada y resumida en el grito que día a día nuestras masas proclaman como expresión irrefutable de su decisión de lucha, paralizando la mano armada del invasor. Proclama que cuenta con la comprensión y el apoyo de todos los pueblos del mundo y especialmente del campo socialista encabezado por la Unión Soviética. Esa proclama es patria o muerte.
Put one into UK? It's got a special relationship. He's my Pope. I'm wasting air on that. No coup. Let's get my mill-ups. He could have Wheelbarrow in hand right now and be ready to event it next turn. Okay, he's clearly at Europe. I can keep poking.
What
So
your
I'm gonna do
country
that.
can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Okay.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Yeah, grain sales is nice. Really need that. Come on, Mexico could be disastrous. must not get Blueberry, because that's no-brainer headline here. UN is in the discard. A brush war, though. Whoop-it-you-do! And it goes for Brazil, and that's not quite game, but there's so many cards that will just win him the game right here. No, that's not one of them. These 3 VPs. Alright, get Central off. Let's see if we can maybe double space.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Portugal is really important here, but I don't really have a card to take it one shot. Could flip Thailand. I really don't want to give him the China card back. Spacing. Okay, he can keep doing that. I really don't care. Alright, we got a little breathing room. I feel better about flipping now. I mean, he has no protect here. It's not a protect.
A nivelul lui de trai material și spiritual al poporului, în
Just don't know what to do. The extra influence here. In Venezuela's fine. Alright, we get Fair Trap, Missile NB, NORADs, dies. Cuban missiles interesting. One small step. Which means Hiyasako's U2 will bury you. Panama Canal, Colonial Alliance, Assault. Very true army. Yeah, Cuban missile is interesting, but because I really don't want him to coup in Africa again. Yeah, let's go Cuban missile. Okay, Barrier makes sense.
Разве это новость? Сам господин Хаммершельд знает, чью он политику проводил. Лучше, чем Пенджен, потому что он действительно является верной слугой монополистического капитала и представляет в Объединенных Нациях те государства, которые ведут разбойную империалистическую колониальную политику.
Can't invent missile NB because duck and cover's out there. Interesting. Going for Japan. And they will take. We can solve for. What can we solve for? There's nothing. Back up to 17. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Of course, that's his redraw. Alright, so U2 wins him the game. So I have to bear trap him now. And he gets out right away. I could missile NV. And he either has to give me U2 or Salt, or he gives me an unknown card. If he gives me Salt, I can solve for Alliance. So we're going to missile NV. If we lose to DEFCON, we were going to lose anyway. Okay, we get salt. And we get allowance. He can't coup. Nobody gets space for 1 VP. Well done, sir. Oh, well done. Oh, as much as that was a horrible, disgusting game, that was kind of a funny ending. So, no undefeated RTSL season for me, but it was a good ride. So, thanks for watching, everyone.